Mississippi. If we show up, we're gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn.
Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot,
hot damn. Hot damn. Just say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot damn.
The question here is a lot of experts in AI don't share the same level of concern that you do about the dangers of AI.
Fools.
What
Famous last words.
What specifically do you believe that they don't?
Well, the biggest issue I see with so-called AI experts is that they think they know more than they do. And they think they're smarter than they actually are. I'm really quite close to, I'm very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential. You can see this in things like AlphaGo, which went from, in the span of maybe 6 to 9 months, it went from being unable to beat even a reasonably good Go player to then beating the European world champion, who was ranked 600, then beating Lisa Doll 4-5, who had been world champion for many years, then beating the current world champion, then beating everyone while playing simultaneously. Then there was AlphaZero, which crushed AlphaGo 100-0. And AlphaZero just learned by playing itself, and it can play basically any game that you put the rules in for.
Today, right now, you have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you. Think about that. We are living in the future we always dreamed of. We have mixed reality that changes how we see the world, and AI empowering us to change the world we see. You have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you. So here's the question: what will you do with it?
But if you do have cars that are semi-autonomous now, and if you do have computers that can beat human beings who are world Go champions, and if you do have computers that can beat people at chess, and you do have people that are consistently working on artificial intelligence, you do have Boston Dynamics who are getting these robots to do all sorts of spectacular physical stunts, and then you think about the possible future convergence of all these technologies, and then you think about the possibility of this exponential increase in technology that allows them to be sentient, like within a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. What more evidence do you need? You're seeing all the building blocks of a potential successor being laid out in front of you, and you're seeing what we do with every single aspect of technology. We constantly and consistently improve and innovate, right? With everything, whether it's computers or cars or anything. Everything today is better than everything that was 20 years ago. So if you looked at artificial intelligence, which does exist to a certain extent, and you look at what it could potentially be 30, 40, 50 years from now, whatever it is, why wouldn't you look at all these data points and say, hey, this could go bad? I mean, it could go great, but it could also go bad.
I do not want to be mistaken as the person who's not the champion of the impossible. I agree with you completely.
I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible at all. I think it's inevitable.